in this first session. 10 required to become champion and walk away with that cheque for £350,000. What an occasion, Dominic.
Well, perhaps an early opportunity here.
Trump. But he fought back superbly, took advantage of Trump's misground.
Six. $14.
I think what's interesting as well when you try and predict who's the likely winner of a final like this, you don't begin well. You fall a couple of frames behind early on and you can't get your side of the scoreboard rolling and you say 2-0 down. Well, I'm amazed he played that with topspin.
22.
I thought he could have screwed off those two reds to be on that pink to the right centre, but John saw it a different way and...
John Higgins, 22.
Because he'd been schooled the previous year, thrash 13-2, so to...
Oh, but a long way off.
One.
So Higgins back in.
And John would be disappointed.
9. $16. $24.
I think wisely playing the more difficult of the pots, the thinner cut to the left corner.
$30.
I think there's been a more relaxed air around John Higgins. But he didn't panic
38.
after that poor start against Trump in the semi. And then, of course, refused to buckle when he trailed 5-3.
$44.
And I think John will be keen. Of course, both players were allowed to practice on this table ahead of play this afternoon.
52.
A confident start to the Masters final. 3 times or more. But to do it at the age of 50, just a few months away from his 51st birthday, he's all...
just glanced the yellow, and he didn't have a good angle on it, so had to play the snooker in behind the brown. Not an easy shot to judge because the red is behind him. He's facing into bulk, and the red is down this other end of the table. Oh, that was a big misjudgment from John, catching the yellow. And he has left the red on.
So that's a couple of reds that have gone astray.
Of many of these reds. Will be the target for Kyren Wilson. If he can just drop the cue ball onto those, it'll be safe. But he hasn't hit this hard enough. What a mistake from Kyren Wilson.
1.
And the quality at the top of the game to still, and he's had some difficult times, of course, before he
16.
But to win a title like this, and he started very confidently. He looks the more relaxed of the two in the early stages.
24.
That he meant business. Kyren had smiles and was having a chat with somebody backstage. Complete contrast in the sport. And it isn't time for fun and games. It's tough out there.
$40.
Clever thinking from John Higgins. He's held the blue spot with the cue ball, so that goes on the pink spot.
46.
Make a mistake now. And there you go.
John Higgins. 1. Kyren Wilson 1.
so John Higgins not paying the price for that ambitious attempt to pot one. Very close. Higgins' long game has been a revelation this week. It's not necessarily been an area of... And he's hit it too thick. This is an uncertain start.
Thank you.
But it's just wide.
John Higgins 8.
So Higgins unable to kill off.
1.
Yes, didn't pot it cleanly.
$17.
That might be the best shot Kyren Wilson has hit. Into this pocket.
28. $33.
He has missed 4 with the rest. He'd be many people's pick as the best with that implement. Ordered the 2.
40.
Looking likely to go 2-0 up.
$45.
Doesn't want to be dead straight. This needs to slow down.
Losing. That's big for Kyren Wilson, the 2 times finalist of the tournament, but we're back live. Kyren Wilson breaking off in frame 3, and he'll feel rejuvenated by the way he was able to pinch the second with that clearance of 58.
Red that he's closest to. That's all John could do there. He had to work out a way to get that cue ball on this top cushion. He's played a good shot. It's a situation in this case that can easily be avoided.
One.
Well, he's actually playing a fractional swerve around the red, but the fact that he was down on the shot so quickly told you that it was a straightforward matter. And
7. $15.
control cannon, played it beautifully.
$21.
And now, within 1 victory of winning his first Masters.
Very high quality cues to look at and
29.
choose from. And years ago he didn't have that, so you could be really, really stuck if you had an issue with your cue.
Hit them pretty well.
Kyren Wilson, 34.
No.
Higgins, 1.
There was definitely doubt as to whether that was going to drop. Pretty unusual not to be in the 140s.
Eight.
Just began to show signs of tentativeness halfway through that second frame and just made a couple of mistakes.
15. $21.
Inning. John Higgins missing with the rest. Allowed in the chance and he took it impressively with the clearance and he's backed it up in this third frame. Higgins missing the pink. Wilson making
35.
at the back end of it.
Kyren Wilson, 41.
Got in with 34, lost position, but be champion. Wow. That's a surprise. Higgins.
1.
So big chance now for Kyren to take advantage of that and keep the pressure on John Higgins.
7.
He rarely plays well
15.
when he plays at that sort of pace.
As it is, just the safety.
Kyren Wilson, 22.
Having slipped out of that 16 for precisely 1 week last season after Neil Robertson won the English Open.
From this red.
7.
That's pretty good.
A rather loose safety, allowing Higgins hand on table, the red into the right corner.
14.
Didn't want to risk it. So in and out of bulk with the cue ball, it shouldn't be a problem.
$20. $36.
It's a big visit.
$44. $52.
his third half century of the final, but of course the second one he made.
Is it in? No. But
John
again, I'll
Higgins,
go back to John playing for the pink previously. Did he put himself into a bit of...
One. Seven.
Didn't hold the cue ball well enough. He's going to have to play for the red in bulk now. He's currently second favourite to win this frame.
14.
And that's a superb recovery positional shot from Kyren.
Nineteen.
He played a very good brown. Should be all that stands in the way of a 3-1 interval lead. And that's good enough.
28. 31. 35.
And this will sting for John Higgins. Already in this Masters final, he's made a half century, seemingly to no avail. Missed the red
40.
to that right centre pocket. To pop the pink. Kyren Wilson leads at the first interval of the market. To kick on now in his bid to carve out a significant advantage going into this evening's finale. That 50 break, which ultimately didn't count for Higgins, Dominic.
Well, that was a good effort from Kyren. Higgins makes a difference.
Kyren Wilson 4.
And he has. John could benefit from that mistake that he's just made. And he should benefit from it because he has. To be playing this with topspin. Oh, needs a bit of luck here. This might not finish well for John Higgins.
John Higgins 4.
More to think about.
And that's a good red from Higgins, who really needs to get something going here. There's been an absence of fluency to Higgins' snooker.
Seven.
put everything into the pot, but the cue ball has drifted to the baulk cushion.
John Higgins, 30.
Oh, that's an excellent safety shot. It's exactly the sort of safety that John needs to find now. Long balls, but I'm sure these days he's most comfortable when he's playing a tactical style of snooker, and that's a mistake.
And when the frames become awkward like this, all fluency, and even the doubles aren't going in, that's never a good sign.
But the red he's played has become potable, but what a flick on the green. It's on the top cushion. He did. It was a long way off the pot, though.
One. Kyren Wilson, 1. One. Eleven.
And in the
John
event,
Higgins,
he's missed the
11.
black.
1.
Oh, he's played a good shot. Very good shot there. Because if you can get onto the black into the left corner...
9. Kyren Wilson, 9.
Preferred the double, though. Which John has to his advantage once his black is potted. Could be very useful with these reds being so awkwardly positioned.
John Higgins, 8.
Cluster those 4 reds together. I'm wondering what Kyren will play. Yeah, just slowly into them. I was just going to say, because you wouldn't want to play a safety off the 3 reds with any pace. You could bring them into play. Oh, superb pot. Particularly given the fact that both of these players have been playing a lot of safety in this frame.
Kyren Wilson, 1.
snookering ball. And he's played this very well indeed. Even if it isn't a snooker, John Higgins could be bringing reds into play here.
This frame turning into a battle of wills and patience. Chance to get out of this session in good shape and give himself a good chance this evening. And a very important one.
18. 21. 25. 30.
Not pretty, but pretty important for John Higgins as he...
Not at all by the look of it. Oh, a great red.
6.
But I think it was yesterday.
You see it so often, but it's never any less frustrating for the player for whom it happens.
1.
Be more fortunate. Oh, he nearly missed the black. Oh, is he on a red? I think he may be on the red to the left corner. I'm not certain.
John Higgins, 8.
Kyren's turn to have a look at it. Does he think it pots? Oh, he certainly isn't dismissing it yet. Still looking at it.
Do you want to reback? Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
And they've decided to start again. 6. He knocked in a great red at the start of the re-wrap frame.
Black tied up. Reds are not great at the moment. And the problem is with that red that's nearest the left corner, If I were playing this, I'd be a little disappointed not to pot it. And he has. He played it with...
Kyren Wilson, 1.
But it made the shot more difficult. He didn't get close.
Oh, what a pot. Oh, that's a wonderful pot from Kyren.
1. Kyren Wilson, 1.
From this opportunity, really.
A couple of frames.
5.
To get enough pace in the cue ball. And nowhere near
12.
it. That's left of picture now.
Absolutely muscled that red in, Wilson.
Oh, he's gone up for the
22.
blue and misjudged it.
$28. $35.
It was always
Kyren
heading
Wilson,
to the near jaw.
35.
So, deficits. He did it most spectacularly, of course, the last time he won this title 2 decades ago.
Well, we can see the black spot, but does the black...
9.
And they'll need to bring those two reds together into play to win the frame at this visit.
16.
Well, he could have played that better. He could...
23.
To play this? No. Never looked on that angle.
John Higgins, 28.
So Higgins back in the frame with 28 after Kyren Wilson overcut the black. Mistake.
One. Eight.
We've had over an hour of snooker since the interval. Both have shown a lot of that to get to this final.
15.
It's poised to level the final.
18.
But he's played it well. Nowhere near his best. But still, a frustrating couple of frames for Kyren Wilson, who's seen his lead wiped out.
And he has left it a little unlucky. That was...
One. Nine. Seventeen.
That average shot time a good deal higher than Wilson would normally be, but that's reflective
24.
of re-establish fluency, and he's become
25.
a much more aggressive player, Wilson, since he won the world title. He's really gone after the balls, backed himself.
I don't blame him for playing up for the red to the right corner. Kyren play for the black, though.
33.
This will be the fifth black coming up. And a long way short of pace, but probably intentional, because in potting...
41.
Oh, I'm amazed he played.
He struck those quite beautifully. The chance this is for Wilson
45.
after the frustrations since the interval. 2 long frames, which
Like
53.
and couldn't play top side of the blue in the highest break of the match.
$59.
and this has been a very positive break. 2 difficult frames which went against him.
65.
So, and with it, a guarantee
73.
of parity at the very least.
And a chance to beat the high.
81.
Close by.
in very impressively.
And Phil, the fact that Kyren played the black there, not the pink, tells me he's
97.
Uyeza's high break is safe for now, but Kyren Wilson terrific. Another great long pot from Wilson. Another uber positive shot from Wilson. He got a great split in the previous frame. He's
5.
blue. But he's played it very well. On such a heavy cloth.
8. $15.
To enter his head, he's just got to stay focused and concentrated and stay in the moment and pot these balls, pot what's in front of him.
23.
But Wilson has really stepped on the gas and is threatening to go too clear again.
31.
Even though he may have missed a few. Not everybody will play in that manner.
He now knows
39.
he can beat the best. He can win the biggest titles. Could be another tonight. And I think it would be a major surprise. And remember, he's still only 34 with many of these in the years ahead. He's so dedicated.
46.
Leaves nothing to chance. Gives it his all, both on the practice table and in the heat of battle.
No problem though, is he on a red? Well, he is, but not perfectly.
$54. $57.
Very impressive break. Another brilliant long red to get in. Has fought hard, as he always does, as he's done throughout this tournament. But he's going to have to find something extra. Kyren Wilson making a move
72.
at the end of... Back-to-back centuries.
80.
The pace has been changed radically by Wilson. 2 frustrating frames. He determined he was going to go for it. And that couldn't have worked out much better. And he is.
$95. $104.
He's on a roll.
107. $108. 111.
To stay with him.
Kyren Wilson.
Kyren Wilson has really upped the ante at the end of the first session of